Hi, hello, special shout out to my bird gang. But I wanted to talk about this story that happened while I was watching the game, that the president has said that he would issue tariffs against the country of Colombia, which is surprising because that's not been on the list of countries yet. So what exactly is happening here economically? Well, the president announced on Truth Social, which can we at least use our official channels, please, said that they would immediately impose a 25% tariff on all Colombian imports and raise them to 50% in 1 week. The president also said that he would fully impose banking and financial sanctions against Colombia and also a travel ban and revoke visas of Colombian government officials. And the president of Colombia, in response to the tariffs issued by the United States, announced that they would issue tariffs on the United States of around 25%. He then corrected it on social media, which again, can we please not have a trade war on social media, announced that the tariffs would be raised to 50%. And so what does that mean for us in the United States? It means that any products that we import from Colombia will get expensive. And that's because a tariff is a tax on imports. So when importers, so let's say companies, Walmart, Target, when they import goods from Colombia into the United States, they pay a tax on that. They then say, hey, we are going to pass that tax on to the consumers. That often happens. Usually these companies do not pay the taxes themselves. And when we are thinking about the retaliatory tariffs that are being issued by the country of Colombia, any producer of those products that Colombia tends to import, they would be affected because they're choosing not to trade with us. Now, as an economist, my opinion about tariffs is that very specific and targeted tariffs on certain industries to protect the American versions of those industries aren't necessarily bad. However, when you are issuing huge blanket tariffs across a wide variety of goods for a particular country for reasons that are not economic, it is very, very concerning to that country's economy, meaning the United States and Colombia. And a very important point about these tariffs that I have yet to mention is that the reason that the president of the United States is having these tariffs on Colombia is that Colombia refuses to accept the deported undocumented immigrants that ICE has been collecting over the last few days. So because the country of Colombia is not complying with these raids and these deportations that the president has chosen to select, that is the reason why they're getting the tariffs. It is not an economic reason in particular. Now, these numbers from the U.S. Trade Representative tell us how much trade there is between Colombia and the United States. In total, it totals around $53.5 billion, with the amount that we export to be around $28.7 billion and the amount that we import